remind everybody when polishing these wheels that are really rough like this is there's a difference between polishing your own truck for fun or to make it look nice. There's also a difference between polishing on the weekends to make extra money, and there's a difference between doing this every day to make a living. If you want to make show truck wheels out of really rough stuff like that and you want to make a living doing it and you can figure it out, let me know how, because I ain't figured it out in the 22 years I've been polishing. I know a lot of guys that have tried polishing just show truck stuff and turning stuff like this wheel that I just showed you into really nice wheels, worthy of going to shows. But if you're going to try to get every pit out of a wheel like this, you're going to spend hours doing it to get it to perfection, which is fine if you can charge accordingly and still figure out a way to make money doing it. Once again, I haven't figured that recipe out. If you do, let me know, because I'll start doing it. But this wheel right here is really nice and shiny. It's going to look great rolling down the road. I'm about 10 feet away. But as you can see, I didn't get every pit out. Why? Because here in my shop, I need to be able to get this wheel done in 30 minutes or less in order to still be profitable. By the time I factor in all my materials, our wages, all that stuff, all of our insurance and unemployment, payroll taxes and all that stuff, we're going to be able to get a wheel that's rough like this back to this level of shiny in about 30 minutes. Anything past that, I need to start charging quite a bit more to be able to justify the amount of time and money spent in the shop. Now, if I did that, it would eventually add up to being cheaper to just buy a brand new wheel. With this guy, it's going on a truck that's getting up for sale, and we're not putting brand new wheels in this thing because we want to save the money and just want to make it look nice to go down the road. But that's often also one thing people overlook when they're polishing as a business, is everybody wants to put out the best quality of everything you can. And I don't disagree, you should definitely put out the best you can, because I try to do the best I can. But I also have to be mindful of, am I burying my business or am I remaining profitable? I've watched too many polishing businesses go under or work until the day they're dead and not be able to afford to retire because they haven't been able to make their business profitable. I hope you guys actually pay attention to this video. I feel like this video is really going to get overlooked, just for the simple fact that everybody wants to put out 100% show quality polish all the time. But one thing I will remind you is that every time you sand off a layer off of this wheel, you're messing with the structural integrity of that wheel. Right out the gate, this wheel here has a max load of 7,300 pounds per wheel. Now, every time I thin that wheel out, and if I were to get all these pits out and take that stamping off, it's not even technically DOT legal once the stamping's gone, because the structural integrity of that wheel drops in half once you start thinning it out. So be mindful too of what you're doing and what you're putting out. Last thing you want is a wheel leaving your shop and cracking, going down the road, causing injury to somebody or wrecking something. But I hope you guys have watched this video all the way to the end and catch that little tidbit of information. And if you have watched all the way to the end, make sure you drop a comment that you've watched all the way to the end, and share this video with your friends. Hit that like button, definitely help out the algorithm for me a little bit. But share this video with your friends so your friends have also seen this video, because I want everybody to know that there's a difference between polishing yourself, polishing for fun on the weekends for some extra cash, and polishing as a business. Business owners have other things that have to also take care of: insurance, unemployment, payroll taxes, all that stuff. So be mindful when you're dealing with your local polisher. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you guys, and we'll see you next time.